Alright guys, so just wanted to record the part about breakfast because we literally talked about that yesterday. So I'm already being more accountable, more responsible, more on top of my stuff the next day. And this is what it takes to be great. This is really what it takes to turn a bad day around into, like, this is how you know how to salvage a day, how to salvage a week, how to make the best of what you got. So I'm not gonna record myself eating because I literally hate ASMR and I hate hearing myself breathe like a fatty with my audio. So I'm gonna chow this down. Here we go. I talk too fast. I need to slow it down. But I'm gonna chow down. It's I'll probably put the macros up on the screen and then chow down and head to the gym, guys. So I will see you guys after this. But all right, guys, today's May 10th. Today's bench, week 4, day 4, last day of the block. And I've really just kind of been consistently hitting like 550 on bench, like almost every single day. 550 for me is like a good marker because like it's heavy, and if I'm on a deficit or if I'm feeling good, 550 is like that sweet spot where it's like heavy enough to be a top single or a last warm up if I were to take it a step further. I mean, more than likely probably gonna work out to 550 today unless I just feel good, you know. I did eat my breakfast today. You guys saw me. I microwaved it, ate it up. I also chugged down 24 ounces of water with some Gatorade Light. I think that's what it's called. So I'm properly fed. I'm hydrated. Well, in the process of hydrating. I have 2 scoops of Gatorade with 64 ounces of water for today's workout. And I guess just to kind of keep this introduction short, simply, and when I get in the zone, when I'm like getting ready to go train on my, like when I leave the apartment, when I leave home, I just, something is there that kind of like pulls out these juices out of me, like in my mind. And something today is like, I don't have the right, like you as an individual, you never have the right to complain about something if you aren't trying every single thing you can possibly do to change the outcome, to change your situation. If you're just in a situation that's negative, that's bad, it's not where you want to be, period, you don't have a right to complain about it if you're not trying to do something to fix it. Like, if you're gaining weight and you're getting fat, but you're not eating right, you're not cutting out the Little Caesars, you're not cutting out the BK, you're not cutting out this cheap fast food that's bad for you, shut up. Nobody cares what you have to say because your desire to change your situation isn't greater than your appetite. It isn't greater than, like, you're just full of crap, literally and figuratively. So it's like, I apply those same philosophies to myself. I don't have a right to complain about a workout session. I don't have a damn excuse to say if I have a poor training session, if I'm not eating my damn breakfast before my session, if I'm not waking up at 8 a.m., if I'm not going to sleep no later than 12:15 a.m., if I'm not getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep, if I'm not eating right, if I'm not doing any of these things that I'm supposed to, I have to keep my freaking mouth shut because I'm not doing everything I can to be the best version of Jesus that I can be. Whew. All right, so I'm gonna call it at 562. Decided to actually go 5 kilos more than what I've been. And this is probably the best bench has felt strength-wise and technique-wise in a while. Because it honestly, I felt strong. I would say I probably have another 10 kilos max, right, on the day. But obviously, we're not trying to max out today. We're not. That's not the objective at hand. I want to give this single and 7.5 out of 10. The only reason it isn't a 9 is because my head came up on the pause. I felt it because warming up, I noticed I was having like some weird trap pain. So I didn't get another angle, but just based off how it felt in the moment, I know my head came up. But besides that, everything else, like control, the pause, the strength, I didn't rack it immediately. I waited about a second, but in my head I already knew that the rep was chalked because my head came up. But I mean, this is really good. We're trending upward. So I think I have a 3x5 by 7 after this, maybe a 4x5. But I think I'm gonna drop down to either 440 or maybe even either 440, 452, or 463. One of those three numbers that I'm gonna rep it out for all. I'm gonna try to hit it the same weight for all my sets, just because I think the most weight I've done this prep was like 3 weeks ago. I did 463 for a set of 5 because I was pissed off about some BS. But besides that, man, like I really haven't been pushing heavy loads. Really, it's just been very maintenance-like, honestly. So, gonna change the weight, finish the workout, and then I don't know if I'm gonna record all of my back down sets. I might just not record and then like transition to accessories. And then, but so far having a good workout. I am pissed off about my head coming up. I'm not gonna lie. The more I think about it, the more sour it really leaves a taste in my mouth. Like I'm kind of mad. Like I'm not gonna lie. The first thought in my head after I racked it was like, should I go again? But no. Like I know what to fix. The other pros outweigh the one con, so it's a dub, right? I know how to fix that in meet day. I know how to fix that in training. Like I'm literally going to fix it on my first back down and for the rest of the workout. So, all right, guys, let's finish this workout. Alright guys, so that concludes today's workout. Whew, we got better today for sure. So finished that with 562 top single, and then I did a 3x5 with 452, 451.9. People split hairs with you on that. I felt night and day difference training today than I did yesterday. And I'm gonna give the credit where it's due. I woke up this morning with this feeling of discontent, just being irritated at myself for not keeping myself accountable. Like I'm a 3-time world champion. I'm literally the strongest power lifter that's ever walked the face of the planet, drug-free. And if I want to keep getting better, I can't just keep relying on my God-given ability. Like, don't get me wrong. I work hard. I bust my cheeks every single day when I come into the gym. Some days are better than others, but I'm consistent. And for me to get to where I want to go, it's just going to require an even higher level than what I've ever committed to before. And it starts with my food, you know. My food's been about 60 to 75%, 80% clean over the last few years, but that's not enough. It's got to be 100%. I got to be clearing rates of over 90 plus. I need to get an A- on my food every single day, and I got to stack these bricks up to be the best version of myself I possibly can. Like that's where I'm at mentally. Like, and it's even gonna show with this channel, man. Like, I can't tell you how consistent I'm gonna be posting, but I'll tell you what, every single time that I'm at the gym, I'm gonna record. I'm gonna go through my paces. I'm gonna set up the angles. I'm going to find the perfect balance between creative flow and busting ass. Because I mean, don't get me wrong, sometimes the best sessions are when you just come into the gym, you screw the camera, you screw the content, and you just grind. You know, that's how I started off. But, you know, like, I have this opportunity and I feel like I have a lot to share, right? So some of you guys could resonate with what I'm saying, take some tidbits away, and then you yourselves could also evolve into the best version of y'all, what y'all can be, right? But today was a phenomenal day. Breakfast was A+. My single is probably the weakest link of today's workout with the 7.5. Accessories, I did palm up dumbbell curls. I did stationary lateral raises on the machine with, what else did I do? Tricep extensions with the rope attachment. And then I knocked out some neutral grip pull downs. There can't be no wasted motion, no wasted movement, no wasted opportunities. Like every single day that you have, even if you mess up, man, even if you don't wake up and eat breakfast, like catch up, do what you can, reallocate whatever resources you have available to still win the day. You know, like that's why I've never really had the mentality of like, oh man, like if I start the day off wrong, I'm gonna have a bad day. No, I've always had the mentality of like, okay, even if I mess up at the beginning, I still have the ability to move on to the next part of the day, the next task at hand, and try to do good at that. And then that will be, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a football game. You got a first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and fourth quarter. Like, yeah, to have an amazing game, you got to be great in all four quarters. But you can have a rocky first quarter, be down, and then come back second, third, and fourth and win the game. You could even have a bad first half, come back on the second half, win the game. Or shoot, man, like if you're just that kind of guy, you could really turn it up on the fourth quarter and still win the game. Like that's the beauty of life, man. It's not over till the clock hits 0. All right, guys, please like, share, subscribe. I do have a new announcement to make, but I want to wait till next week. Going to be announcing my new supplement sponsor. Where's new to you guys, not to me. They're actually a sister company of an OG sponsor I used to work with. Stay tuned, guys. But all right, I hope you guys are having a blessed Friday. Have a blessed weekend. And just be great, man. Like, don't let your circumstances make you sour. Don't let your excuses, don't let anything that isn't going towards your goal hold you back. Find a way, man. Find a freaking way. Hashtag, you know what, guys? If you guys watch this video, put hashtag find a way. Because when there's a will, there's a way. And when you can find a way, man, like, it's really up to you how far you go.